Good. So, Dr. Ripa, thanks for taking some time here.
Thank you.
You have done the MGE New Patient Workshop, and you've done a lot of learning about marketing. Can you give us your feedback and experience of what somebody could expect to learn at that workshop?
I've been in practice for over 25 years now, and I know that blood lifeline for my practice is new patients. So when I looked what I need to do, it was always I need more patients because that's how my practice grows. Obviously, my own patients is important, but I want to have more patients. So I was looked everywhere, tried to find a right solution, and I found that went through MG workshop, and I found a lot of information which was very useful for me.
Awesome. Good. Now, can you tell a little bit about the before and the after of having learned these marketing principles? Tell me, what was the practice like before? You're in a super competitive area. Miami doesn't get more competitive in the United States.
Yes.
So what was the before and the after?
Well, before was like a trial and error. So I tried, did not work. I tried, did not work. I did not know what to look for. And it was money was thrown away constantly. And spent $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, up to $50,000 on a certain marketing campaign. And it was just, no results. So that was very frustrating for me. I need to have a system which can see some kind of guidance that I see results, because marketing could be two-way sword. You can throw the money away, or you can get a lot of patients. So I really want to have a lot of patients.
Awesome. So you did this trial and error. It sounds expensive. Good thing to have done, because again, in that competitive area, that market of Miami, super competitive. So good that you were spending money, but you didn't know what you were doing, didn't know what direction. What is the scene like now? Tell me a little bit about what you've done, because boy, you're kind of at the top of the game there in Miami.
I don't want to tell you how many patients, because I don't want to disappoint. We got a lot of patients right now, and we want more. We're in the process of growing. I think last month we had a highest ever. I'm going to give you a little peek, because 142 new patients a month. We have a small practice for operatory practice. I have an associate. Somebody told me actually recently that if you have more than 60, we don't have enough operatories. I think we have enough operatories that we can grow even more. But what the workshop gave me is actually specific tools that I can apply, and actually I can see constant growth. Obviously, it did not go from 1 to 100 in 1 minute, but it's steadily growth. That's actually what I'm looking for.
Beautiful. Doctor, so looking at what you were doing before and what you're doing now, can you tell a little bit about what areas you play in marketing? What are some of the things that you guys do now that you feel you have control over your new patients?
First of all, we're in a very competitive market, like you said. So we try to do everything. And we're trying to do everything better, but it's actually understanding what consumer, and I know it's a maybe dirty word in medicine, patient wants, but ultimately patient is a consumer, and it's a consumer-driven, marketing. I want to know what my patient wants, what my neighbors want, and that's exactly what we're targeting, because that's very important. Because it's not what I want. Actually, we do also target what we want, because I want to have a certain procedures in my practice. I love to do veneers. I love to do cosmetic work. I like to do implants. We do a lot of Invisalign. So that's what we want. But I want to also know what my patient want results from those procedures.
Awesome. So you've got different channels that you've got active. What are some of the different channels and marketing channels that you've got active now?
We do postcards. We still do the postcards. We still do pay-per-click. We also do SEO. We also do Facebook and TikTok and also an Instagram. Also, actually interesting that we saw recently presentation, and we learned from you guys that yes, if you dance on a TikTok, it might be funny, but I don't think that's what my patient wants. So you have to really be understanding marketing, not just what everybody else does.
Beautiful. And so now you've got all these different channels running. How confident are you about those channels now that you've learned this marketing system?
I think one of the most important part is the confidence that it will work. Okay, we don't just blindly throw the money away to certain areas. We pretty much see results almost every month, steadily going up and up and up.
Awesome. Doctor, tell me on these different channels, did this come over time that you've explored these channels? And do you personally oversee these channels, or is this being done outsourced and you let somebody else deal with this?
I oversee the statistics. I mean, as a owner of the practice, I do money stops with me, and I spend the money. So I need to know whether money working or not. So statistically, I have to make sure it's working. I do not overlook every single project. I have some ideas because I love to do that. But I have certain people, and we outsource a lot of stuff. We have trusted people at MGE. We've been recommended. But most of the stuff I don't hands-on. I'm not hands-on.
Good, but you know what indexes to follow and check up on to make sure that you're getting the result.
Absolutely. You need to know where you're spending a lot of money, lots of money. You have to make sure that. But everybody's different in every practice. If you're trying to grow, you spend a little bit more money. If you're trying to be on a certain level, you have to maintain. But it's still a lot of money.
Makes sense. Doctor, I don't want you to mention specific figures, dollar figures, but you came into MG at a certain point. You've got a lot of new patients now. Can you say what kind of growth you've experienced by maybe percentage now having your marketing under control?
Percentage of the patients or percentage of the
general growth from like a collections percent. Again, I don't want you to mention exact figures, but
right.
If you look at where you came in at and where you're at now, maybe just give an idea.
We started practice from scratch, so I have no patients.
Oh, wow.
So we grew, I don't know, 5,000%. I don't know. I don't know percentage wise. I mean, it's mind-boggling. It's a highest ever. Since Corona, we were constantly growing and growing and growing. So, from 0 to 150 new patients a month, I think it's a pretty substantial number.
That's fantastic.
It is.
And then maybe tell me over the last couple of years, what kind of growth have you seen now that you've got the practice with routine new patients? What sort of growth have you seen despite, COVID-19 and despite interesting challenges?
For me, I think it's more not just the amount of growth, it's this predictable growth. So I see it's growing constantly, months after months after months. We have a game with my staff. If they constantly growing every month, we actually go take them on vacation. We already took them a couple of times on vacation since the Corona. So we're actually planning new vacation. So my staff loves it, we love it. So it's about predictability, I think, more than just how much, because everybody has their own idea how much money they want to make, what their numbers are. I can tell you that my numbers surpass my expectations.
Fair enough.
But I want to grow even more. So totally. I love the game.
Love that too. Great. Okay, good. Last question I'm going to ask you. I have seen, again, we're in a competitive market down there in Miami. I've seen your reviews. I've seen your TikTok videos. I've seen your before and after photos and such. What do you see? You talked about the consumer, and you got to think like a consumer today. You can't just think like a dentist. How is this perceived? What has these different things resulted in with the potential new patients when they see these before and afters? They see these reviews. How many reviews you've gotten? What are you hearing from your patients?
A lot of patients actually choose us because of the reviews, because we have over 500 reviews already, and we keep growing. And people want to have validation of understanding that who you're going to before. We do have videos of the office. We have videos of the staff. So we are visual people. So people, before even come to our office, they get introduced to us. They see who we are. And we love that too, because we don't fake it. When the people come to our office, actually you can see on Instagram, they actually tell us that whatever you see on Instagram, whatever you see in real life. And that's very important to me too. I don't want to fake it. I don't want to have wrong expectations. But also, we attract the same kind of people we want. Happy, enthusiastic, and be part of our family.
Yeah, kind of fun too.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun.
Okay, doctor, last thing. So what would you tell another doctor who's kind of on the fence? Who is MGE and this marketing system, and Dan Brown and Jeff Santone, these guys that run the New Patient Workshop? What would you tell someone who just doesn't know if this is the right choice?
Save your money. Save your money. Do the workshop, because a lot of money at stake. You can find fly-by people, they come in. I get probably 10, 15 emails a week, maybe even more, of trying to change my marketing strategies. And sometimes actually I listen to them because my staff gets free lunch. I do get that. I have to, because they want a doctor to listen to a presentation.
Sure.
But I cannot deny my staff free lunch, so I have to listen to that. And I just look into them and said, okay, but we do something different and we do better. And how long you been in marketing, and where do you located? And some of them are in the third world countries, and you don't know who to expect, and how do you check your statistics? And they don't have those answers. I have the answers. I have the tools. You guys give me a tool, which is predictability. Save your money, because I'm in Florida for 20 years. And I'll be honest with you that since the day one, I knew internet marketing would be very important. And I was looking for a company who would be reputable. And if I get $1 for every company who said that I'm a Google certified marketing company, I'll be a rich man, because they're all Google certified. And They come in and they tell you, your website is wrong, or your everything was wrong. You have to rebuild the whole thing over and over. I rebuilt, I don't know, 100 times already. So finally we have a product which works, and I'm staying behind my products. I love the product. We've been for quite a few years, and we see steadily increase.
Awesome. Doctor, thank you. Well done on your success, and keep it rocking.
Thank you. Looking forward to see you guys too.